Good evening, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Friday, the 29th of August, 2025. An exhausting Mega Man Marathon Part 3, where we took on the conclusion or second half of Mega Man 6, and then looks like my wireless went out, all of Mega Man 7, and then Mega Man 8. I'd like to talk about how that went, and the stuff that we did during it, and let you know where we're going, from here in the future, because it was interesting. Let's put it that way, okay? So today we started with our hour and a half chill session, and the chill session went well. A lot of people showed up, hung out, talked with me the entire time. Support was good during that chill session. We already hit enough for our first shot, and it looked like we were on an upward trend, with people showing up and engaging and supporting. And I was excited for that. I announced that we had all this different liquor to drink, including tequila and bourbon whiskey and rum and 99 fruit shots, and that we would do it every $100 of support and all of that, as usual. Okay, that's what we usually do for the marathons, and that we would be jumping into Mega Man after a quick break. So we took the break, came back, and I believe, if I remember correctly, we actually hit around $200 to $300 of support during Mega Man 6. Okay, so basically, Mega Man 6, the second half of it was pretty tough, because first you have the Mr. X stages, but then you have more Dr. Wily stages, so they take a long time to get through. Fun game. Like, I like Mega Man 6. It was just a little bit time-consuming to finish it. I would have liked to jump into 7 earlier, but it is what it is. I did wrap it up, and it wasn't that big of a deal. Even though I had a couple shots in me, it didn't really affect me that well. Then it was time for food, and we were actually... my wife and I had ordered food, and we were waiting for it to arrive. My internet goes out. The heck? And then my ISP contacts me and says, oh, yeah, there is an outage that we're aware of, and it shouldn't take too long to restore. It only took like 10 minutes. So the internet did come back, which was good, and allowed us to basically continue on with the marathon. But at that point, we had already had like a weird disruption. So I said, well, why don't we just eat the food? And it was Hawaiian barbecue. I did not make a video of it. However, I am going to make the Mega Man stream fully public. So if you just want to watch the whole raw stream, there is a portion there where I sit down and I eat this Hawaiian barbecue, which is like this barbecue chicken and some shrimp and some fish and some sides and stuff. It's pretty good. Okay. Then when I came back from that eating, I took 2 more shots, which was awesome. We were up to $400 of support halfway through the marathon. I was like, oh, that's great. That's good momentum, right? So we started with Mega Man 7, and I'll just say this. Mega Man 7 has better graphics because it's on the SNES. It's better looking than all 6 Mega Man games before it. And that's about it. I actually thought that the music and sound effects were far inferior to the NES. And I actually think that the gameplay elements were not nearly as good. The game was actually pretty annoying, I would say. Disappointing game. I did not like it. And the ending too, like the last few stages were such a nut buster. Like, seriously, just like twisted your nuts just to get through these final stages so you could beat the game. And people even said, yeah, the Dr. Wily's hard. It's pretty hard. It didn't take me too many tries. It took me like maybe 3 tries to beat. But still, like, it was just overly difficult for no reason. It was bizarre. Okay? Anyway, so I did complete Mega Man 7, but a weird thing happened. There was like no support coming in at all. And that was like 3 hours of gameplay. So now we were up to like 7:30 at night, and we were about to start Mega Man 8. And I was like, well, we're about like 400 something. Can we at least hit 500? And we did. Then we hit 500, and I took another shot. And then I was like, all right, so now would be the time to rally. We got no support for the rest of the night. I think there was 1 super chat. That was it. So basically, I ended the night around like 560. Now, Mega Man 8, I like better than 7 for sure. This is the one that was on PlayStation 1. It has hilarious anime cutscenes that are very weirdly voice acted. You got Dr. Light saying, Dr. Wily, we have to catch up to Wily. What? What did he say? It's pretty funny. So in that regard, the game is pretty good. The graphics are good. Gameplay elements are good. You got some 3D in there now for the first time. I did enjoy it. Okay? We beat all the Robot Masters. The thing is, I was getting tired, after doing this all day, and I never had my cup of coffee because I was expecting that we were going to be drinking, and when I'm drinking, I don't want to have coffee with liquor. So basically, I was like, I'll hold off. I won't have, this coffee Instead, I'll just wait and I'll have the shots. They never came. So basically, I was insanely exhausted by the end of the stream because I was, my body's used to having a coffee after dinner. I never had one. But I got through it. I beat all 8 Robot Masters in Mega Man 8, and that's where we ran out of time. So essentially, it's like just how we ended the last marathon at the beginning of the month, where I got through all the Robot Masters of 6, and then I ran out of time. That's where we ended. So there's 2 critical factors here. Okay, factor number 1, it just looks like Kick support isn't very forthcoming anymore. There's a few people on Kick who are regulars now who are supporting me, but not many. And it looks like a lot of the people who used to come by and support my stuff aren't anymore for whatever reason, and I don't understand why, because nothing's changed. We had 2 big supporters come in, talk in the chat for 5 seconds, leave, and never come back. So I don't know what to say about that. They were there, they didn't support, so I don't know what had changed, okay? As for the YouTube side, there was a lot of super chats and a lot of tips, so I'm pleased with that. The other factor here is that I just did a Mega Man marathon not even a month ago. It was early August, right? So it's like I tell you guys, these things seem to work better when I do variety, meaning I don't keep doing the same thing over and over, but instead I change it up, I alternate, I swap games, I swap events, so it's not always the same event, right? In this case, this is a rare case where I needed to have these marathons readjusted to have them at the end of the month, because coming up, we're going to have Halloween and Christmas, where I'm going to need to have these marathons at the end of a month. So I needed to have an extra marathon to get us in line. That's why I did the Mega Man marathon again today. Okay, usually I wouldn't do 2 marathons in 1 month. So I do think what happened is there's some burnout there. There's some stagnation. People are like, well, you just played Mega Man at the beginning of August. Don't really care about another Mega Man marathon. I do feel like this one was different because the last one, I'd already played those games. This one, I had never played 7 or 8. So it was me a first-time experience with these games, and going through them. So I think that it was good, but you can't make people watch too much of the same thing. So I understand. I think it was lower attendance this time, lower support, almost no Kick support. What can you do? Now, here's the other thing. I want you to understand. Even though I didn't make insane amounts of money this marathon, I still had a great time. It was still great, and this is still better than a normal day. Like, making over $500 in 1 day is amazing. I want you guys to understand that. Typically on my streams, I try to aim for $150 a stream. This is like an extra 2 streams on top of that, So thank you so much to anyone who showed up, engaged, and supported. I really appreciate you. Also, keep in mind, the Metal Gear stream was heavily supported, and the other night I had an amazing night stream. So this is not me complaining at all. It was a great end to the month. I had a great time. All right, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to upload all the videos, but also I'm going to leave the stream archive so you can just watch it all in its entirety if you wish to. You don't have to wait for the uploads to go, and you can actually see me eating that food in between if you would like. You just got to skip through the archive stream, okay? Okay, so I'm off from streaming tomorrow. I'm off on Saturday. I return on Sunday for a great week coming up. We're going to have a level 1 podcast in the morning. Then we're going to get Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater on that first stream. I'm going to have the Calorie Mate snack things to show you, which are going to be for the next DSP Tries It, so I can kind of preview them for you to show you what they are. And on the night stream, we're going to do American Truck Sim. So it's like MVP stuff. Everyone wants more Metal Gear, so I'm giving it to you right away. Everyone loves Truck Sim, so I'm giving that to you right away. It's going to be a great week. This week's going to be finishing the story of Nico Bellic and then starting the Ballad of Gay Tony DLC in GTA 4. There's going to be more of Suikoden 2 HD progress. There's going to be Gears of War in the mix for multiplayer to try to get better at that game, because I know I sucked at it last time I played it, but I actually had a good time and I want to learn more and play more. There's going to be alternation of all that during the course of the week. Some night streams will even be the games from the day streams. And then at the end of the week, there's going to be the premiere of Chronos: The New Dawn, which looks like it's going to be a great game from Bloober Team that looks like it's Dead Space, or like the spiritual successor to Dead Space. And there will be a Friday Night Fights. I haven't done Friday Night Fights in a while now. I've been doing fighting games on other days, and because of that, attendance for fighting games has been down. And I know that, and I know it's because people are like, you're doing it on the wrong day. So this coming week, 6 days of streaming, we'll be back in line. Okay? It should be good. It should be a great time. And I hope that you guys will join me for it. It should be fun. All right? I want to say thank you all. Great streaming week. Absolutely amazing. Great stuff all around. Thank you so much for your support. And I will see you all on Sunday morning. Okay? Good night, everyone. Peace out and bye-bye.